Partnered by Times Influence.
Hello and welcome to the 5th edition of the Aerospace and Defence Awards 2019. The awards aim to appreciate the efforts put by the industry leaders both in India and internationally, along with their teams in the aerospace industry.
So very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to the 5th edition of the Aerospace and Defence Awards 2019. Of course, this evening is all about celebrating the success and the innovation and all the hard work that all the industry people, individuals have done over the years. SAP Media Worldwide is a pioneer and a leading industry publishing house that focuses on catering a wide variety of issues, magazines, awards, and verticals. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Trilok Desai, the MD and publisher of SAP Media Worldwide Limited, to provide the inaugural address.
I would like to welcome you to Bangalore on the 5th edition of this Aerospace and Defence Awards. As you might already know that the awards are organized by International Aerospace Magazine and Show Daily, which is owned by our group SAP Media Worldwide Limited. We instituted these awards with a modest beginning in 2011, and with each passing year, it has grown in stature as well as recognition. These awards are for the commitment to innovation, technological excellence, programs for indigenization, solid performance and demonstration of leadership. All accomplished with attention to cost, schedule, armed force requirements and reliability. Over the years, with the opening of the aerospace and defense sector, the offset policies and direct investment, as well as India's growing strength and economic status, has fueled the growth of small and medium-scale industry. Indian industry today is on the threshold of entering a new era where it will assume the key role of making the nation self-reliant in defense production as it plays alongside on a major global stage and becoming transnational companies, and we are proud to be associated with it. Anyhow, I would not like to take much of your time, and I wish you good luck to all the members sitting here for the awards. Thank you very much.
First up, we have a panel discussion on the topic India's requirement of fighter aircraft. Eminent personalities from the industry discussed and deliberated on India's need of fighter aircraft and the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead of them. Let's take a look.
I would begin with the remarks of the Air Chief Marshal. Sir, aerospace challenges are many. The Air Force, we constantly hear that the Air Force has to be prepared for a two-front war. Somewhere further up the line is where the Air Force would be able to operate comfortably. So your views?
The challenges that lie ahead for the Indian Armed Forces, not specifically for the Indian Air Force, are many, as was highlighted. Definitely, I think the main issue of providing a viable military power which can mitigate the threats that exist in the environment for India, there is a need to have military capability to mitigate the threats that exist in the environment. And we also got to have a strategic footprint in the region, being one of the biggest countries in the world with second largest population, with aspirations to grow further and have a good strategic footprint in the region, especially Indian Ocean. We require a very powerful Navy in the maritime domain, especially Indian Ocean region. And more importantly, we need to have a very, very effective and powerful air power, that is basically Air Force elements, to deter the adversaries from initiating any conflict.
Dr. Lal, you've been dealing with the government of India at various levels. What has been your experience in trying to get past this whole barrier of L1 pricing? What is it that you find the government of India keeps harping on?
Every government, it's just not India, but every government has their own set of procurement procedures and timelines. In that respect, I would like to congratulate actually the Ministry of Defense and the Indian Air Force that over time they have done an excellent job in terms of being able to go through very deliberate processes and come up with decisions that they think are right for the country. And certainly everyone would like to see expedited timelines, but those are issues that is not unique to India. Every country faces different set of...
The entire procurement process of late has come in for a lot of criticism in the editorial pages of the papers.
So like I said, I mean, there are different experiences depending on which particular procurement you're looking at. I mean, some procurements we've seen get expedited quite quickly. Depends on the requirements, depends on the priorities. So I'd not like to make any generalizations in that regard. In terms of the various stakeholders and buckets of stakeholders, I look at it in terms of 6 categories. It means there's the political spectrum, and then there's the bureaucratic spectrum. There is, of course, the armed services themselves in terms of what are the priorities, and with the shifting threats, the priorities may shift too. Then there's, of course, the media and the communications aspect of an engagement. Then there are the think tanks, the academia that's behind a lot of the thought process into which particular platform, etc., which particular aspect is a priority for national security. And then the industry captains, we talk about Make in India, Startup India, Skilling India. These are all very important initiatives. So if you look at all these 6 buckets in total, making major procurements has to make sense from each of those aspects, and I think that's important. And you know, as you look at procurements, it's not only the initial acquisition, it's how you sustain it. What's the security of supply? What's the ecosystem that you're trying to build so that you're addressing national security concerns. So for all those reasons, I think it's a very compelling offer beyond the platform itself, but also the Make in India aspect.
Okay. So Thomas, I mean, that's where you come in and where Dr. Lal's left off. So how do you see the Indian market? I mean, is it all down to getting the next 110 fighters contract, which I'm told the RFI has just come out for that, or has been initiated for that, and they're looking to go in for that? Are you looking at that? Because earlier it was 126, now it's 110. Or are you looking at, if that happens, good for us, but there's a lot happening anyway?
A lot in the question there, and I would say that for Boeing, what's really important for me to communicate is that we're here for the long term. So this is an important competition in terms of the fighters, but we're not looking at India as only an opportunity to sell fighter aircraft. And in fact, if you look at our history, Boeing's been here for more than 7 decades. And over time, that partnership with India has grown and blossomed. So we're building here in Bangalore a new technology center where we envision 4,000 employees from the current 1,400 that we have today. So again, our relationship and our partnership with India goes much further and much deeper than a fighter competition. One thing that we believe is really important is that for Make in India to succeed, it's not a switch that can be flipped on overnight. It's something that takes years and decades even of relationships developed with our supplier partners, developing the engineering base in our own ranks as well as outside of the company. So there's a long road ahead to really get ready to do it well. So that history, I think, is really important to us, and that vision for partnership is what we see in the future.
The last set of opening remarks, I'm going to go to Udyant. Now, Udyant, when we talk of this whole Make in India option, we are not just looking at Make in India and supply to our forces, and to what extent then, you feel that Indian products would be taken more seriously when you have a tie-up with the big boys, or is it simply on the merit and the pricing of the product that you make is what is good enough for you to sell the product?
More than just price, I think it's a mixture of competencies and capacities that have to be built up. When the Soviet Union collapsed, I was a young entrepreneur and I woke up one day and I read a little article in Times of India that said that our battle tanks didn't get hydraulic pumps anymore from Russia. And we were making hydraulic pumps for tractors, and we started developing these pumps for the battle tanks. Then we partnered DRDO in developing a lot of hydraulic products for the Arjun. So what happened was a civilian company started developing capabilities of very focused military-grade equipment. And then in a little garage with DRDO, we started making and prototyping the Lakshya drone. Then we started working with HAL, developing control surfaces for the jet trainer. And then the big thing was when the Sukhoi production started in India. About 1/6 of the airframe is built by Dynamatic Technologies. So that really was capability building, which took about 15, 16 years. And till about a decade and some ago, when Airbus was looking for a global supplier to produce the flap track beam assemblies, and they went across the world. They went to China, Russia, Czech Republic, Indonesia. They came to India and they found English-speaking engineering talent, law, contractual capabilities, a lot of good things, and value. So it's not just price, it's finding best value. And within that, they found a company that had the competency. And so today, every Airbus aircraft, the 318s, 319s, 320s, 321s, 330s, were the sole producer for the flap track beam assemblies. So if you look at India, there's a very strong Airbus component to the civilian market. In the defense market, Boeing is the strongest player. And so we strategized how could we partner both these two global rivals. And we focused on Boeing defense systems. And we today produce all the mission cabinets for Boeing worldwide for their P-8.
So my argument is that the one area that Make in India really hasn't had much, given us much to boast about in India, is in the defense and aerospace sector. Why is that so?
I just have to say, this year there are 900 aircraft being produced across the world where we are sole supplier of major structures. So I think there are 800 Airbus aircraft that take off and land with our flap track beam. So that's a truly successful Make in India story. I think Make in India is really working. I think it requires a lot of patience, and it's not a switch that you switch on. So we've been doing it for 25 years, and I think we have a very good environment right now. Thank you.
After the break, watch the felicitation of industry leaders and companies who have successfully turned ideas into profitable businesses. Welcome back. As we inch towards the end of the evening, the event recognized the achievements of people whose efforts and passion motivate the industry to attain new benchmarks and drive the growth and development of the aerospace industry in India.
So without further ado, let us move on to the awards distribution ceremony. So I would like to just recall former Air Vice Marshal Arup Raha back on stage, along with Mr. Ganesh Mahadevan as well, former Vice Admiral, as well as Mr. Trilok Desai, to give away the awards. So the first award for the evening is in the Excellence in Contribution Towards Positive Social Impact, which is CSR. And the winner is Tata Lockheed Martin Aerostructures Limited.
Well, thank you very much for this award. We're very proud of the operations that we have down in Hyderabad, our joint ventures with Tata there, and the contribution they make to employment in the region, and also the initiatives which are ongoing there for apprenticeships and women in aviation as well. Thank you.
The next award is the Excellence in Exports Awards for Aerospace and Defence 2019, goes to Many Precision Products Limited.
Well, it's been a great journey on the export side. We export 94% of whatever we make today. Our customers, range all over from the US, Europe, typically. Thank you.
So the next award is in the category of Excellence in Innovation, Design, Technology, and Research and Development. This award goes to Astra Microwave Products Limited.
This is a great journey for the last 27 years, and this credit goes to the almost 350 R&D engineers we have in this company. They've been continuously working on the niche technologies to be developed. So that is what actually it's making us to get this award. Thank you very much.
So moving on, the next category of awards is in the Best Engagement for OEMs of the Year, and the winner is Thales.
Thank you very much for giving Thales this honor. I'm also proud to receive this award in front of our long-term partner. So thank you very much for this award.
So the next award in the Aerospace and Defence Awards 2019 is for the outstanding contribution in naval systems. And the winner is Naval Physical and Oceanographic Laboratory, NPOL.
It's an honor and a privilege to be present before you to receive this very important award. And this is in recognition of 8 defense systems which our laboratory has been able to develop and deliver to the Indian Navy over the last 3 to 4 years. Thank you very much.
The next award and the category is for the outstanding contribution in defense industry. Goes to Boeing India.
To get this award on behalf of the entire Boeing team, which is about 3,000 employees right now in India and rapidly growing to about 4,000, 5,000, which we hope to achieve by the end of this year. Thank you so much.
So the next award and the category is Outstanding Contribution in Cutting Edge Technology. And the winner is Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI.
It's a great honor to receive for the first time this award. I hope it will be not the last one. Thank you so much.
So the next category in the Aerospace and Defence Awards 2019 is Excellence in Contribution in Aerospace Industry. And the winner is Dynamatics Technology Limited.
Wow, thank you very much. Dynamatic, we've worked extremely hard building our global platform. As you can see, I'm an English fella, stood in India. This truly shows how global we are, how we think out the box, and we bring value to the country. Thank you very much for this award. It's very much appreciated. Thank you.
The next category is for the outstanding contribution in the aerospace industry multinationals. And the winner is Lockheed Martin.
Well, just doubly honoured, really, to receive this second award. I think these events are really important in the opportunity for us to celebrate what we're all doing in this room for India, for its defence and for its industry.
The next category award is the Best Joint Venture of the Year. And the award goes to Tata Boeing Aerospace Limited.
So I would first of all, like to thank the jury for this award. And this partnership, with Tata is a perfect example of, two companies coming together with their capabilities and utilizing the already existing talent pool in India, the already existing resources in India to make in India. Thank you very much.
So the next award is for the Emerging Company of the Year. And the award goes to Turbocast India Private Limited.
Thank you very much. And it is a big opportunity and big challenge and confidence in our group to grow in future. Thank you very much.
The next one is for the Company of the Year. And the Company of the Year is Roselle, Texas.
We sincerely thank our customers, all the 380 Rosellites who have worked with us in this journey, and also the supplier partners in this journey.
So with this award, we now move on to the individual category awards, which includes the Entrepreneur of the Year. And the Entrepreneur of the Year award goes to Mr. V. Venkata Raju, Founder, Chairman and MD, VM Technologies.
I want to thank jury, organizers, my colleagues, and all our partners. Thank you once again for this award.
And this brings us to the final award of the evening, is the Business Leader of the Year. And the Business Leader of the Year award goes to Mr. M.V. Gautama, Chairman and MD, Bharat Electronics Limited.
I first of all thank organizers and jury for selecting me for this. Today we are a 10,000 crore company with 90% of the revenues coming out of indigenously designed products. Certainly this award will motivate us to do more and generate an ecosystem that is required in the country for taking Make in India in defense to a much greater heights. Thank you all.
And that also completes our award ceremony. And before we disperse, I would like to thank all of you for making time to come to this awards.
Fifth award ceremony, 2019. I think it's very significant. I go around nowadays evangelizing, and I found lots of very capable industries, very capable companies with great skill sets
that have all got one aim, and that's to contribute to Make in India and make aerospace and defence in India a success. And everybody in this room has contributed to that success. And I think it's really useful, the awards, to highlight some of those successes that either individuals or companies have made.
Partnered by Times Influence.